guys, today we're going to be changing the oil on an 89 Yamaha Moto 4 250. Let me show you everything you need and then we'll get started. Okay, so the first thing you're going to need is a ratchet. Then you're going to need a 19 millimeter. It doesn't have to be a deep socket, but you do have to have an extension. Then you need a 5 millimeter hex. Oil, 10W30. You'll need your oil filter, O-rings. Here's the part number. Got it at O'Reilly's. You'll need a drain and a cap. So the first thing you want to do is turn it on. And you want to, this is the part that you're going to be taking off. That's where the oil filter is. And then the drain is right here. Right there. So you want to spray off all this. Spray off the top of the engine. Spray off all that with water while it's running. You want to let it run for about 2 minutes, and while it's running through the water, when you're cleaning it off, that can count as the 2 minutes. So do it just about for around 2 minutes. That way it gets the oil warm, not hot. That way it flows out better. So now let's take the seat off just to give extra room, and I'll show you what to do. So you're gonna get your 19 millimeter. Make sure you have a drain under. Get you a 19 millimeter. Take off. Drain bolt. It's hard to do with one hand. Try not to drop the drain plug in. The oil. You got that. There will be a spring and a filter in here. This O-ring. Now, it's pretty dirty, so we'll clean it off. That's not the filter, that's just a filter. Clean that out. Alright, so I've shot this with penetration fluid like about 30 minutes ago. You want to do that before you even start changing the oil. So this is when you want your hex, 5 millimeter hex. Get that loose. This is where your oil filter will be. Now this one will be longer. This is the only one that's a different size. You just got to remember that it goes top left.
The other two will be the same exact size.
Long bolt. And also unscrew this so your oil drains faster. Let air go through there. Okay, so now to get this bottom one, you want to push your brake down. Then you can get to this bolt. Before you take that all the way off, grab your drain. That one is a different size. So that one goes on the bottom, top one goes on the left, smaller one goes on the top right. You have your oil filter. Your O-ring. It spins off. Okay. New O-ring. Fits perfectly. Now, goes on like that. Goes in there. Stick it in there. That on there. Top right was the smallest one. Top left is the longest one. Okay, so once you got your cage and spring cleaned, put your O-ring back on your cap. Sits in like that. And stick this part in first into the hole. This goes over it, tighten it down. Should be good to fill up. Oh. Okay, so you're gonna put that in like that. Make sure it's straight in there. It is. You're gonna put this on, pinch it in there, tighten it down. So once you got it started, then you want to tighten it down. Till it's tight. You don't want that falling off. And you want to pour your oil. I put 1.9 quarts into it. When you go to check it, you want to set it in there and just set it in there. You don't want to tighten it down because that'll throw off. That's what the manual says. It'll throw off the reading. So it's right there. The manual says to put it in between the hashes. Okay? So wipe it off, check it again. It's right below 1. It's good. So now I'm going to start it up, let it run for a little bit, and check it again.